This video contains very real and imminent threats that could have effects on us any day. On the outskirts of our galaxy we are seeing signs of a universe whose laws of known quantum mechanics do not apply, as if the universe has been altered by an event called vacuum decay. Somehow within our solar system a barrier has been set in place excluding us from changing along with it. Within our system's borders space and particles still function as we have observed and recorded in our understanding of astrophysics, but beyond our system's boundaries space is different and stars and particle formation, intergalactic events have changed. How long we will remain like this is unknown. Update: I may have discovered the source of this alteration that caused the dynamic change to the universe around us. Myself. Not long ago I was contemplating the cause of black hole formation and projected outcomes of the universe and its fate ending at the hands of these objects. I had discovered what I believed to be an error in the fabrics of particle fields formation and cycle. So I used the power and authority as the son of the morning star to reorganize the set layers of particle design that pertained to the cycle of star formation, life and decay process, and reconfigured the leftover energy from supernova explosions to be distributed to the bands of energy that exist between galaxies in which they all are in a motion of rotation around. These supercluster bands were formed in the initial phase of particle expansion in the early universe and also act as a support structure that eventually collapses at the end of each universe's cycle back into singularity. Well, I altered that cycle and redistributed the energy back into these bands that connect all the way to the edges of the physical universe and used the process of universal particle decay to create a conduit for this new cycle that recycles the old particle mass into new particles, avoiding the buildup of mass that eventually leads to the singularity collapse, as well as providing a balanced zero residual energy pattern left in the wake of supernova events and removing the cause of black hole formation. I replaced the need for black hole centers in the galactic center with an equivalent object of gravitational force, quasars. I also redesigned the boundaries of physical space to constantly forge outward in an eternal cycle, being supported by the rejuvenated particle mass from these bands. Unfortunately, this effect won't take place until the beginning of the next cycle, and what we are witnessing is the transition from the old process to the new, which will coexist with us until the singularity collapse of our universe. Now many of you may ask, what right did I have to such a thing? At the early formation of the universe, when the first black hole formed, I accepted responsibility in handling this situation from the era I existed in because I could not fix it at that time. Only in this era, where I could closely examine its functions and process, would I have been able to find the solution, which is what I have done. Otherwise all of existence would have ended at the hands of that first black hole, which I had placed within the fabrics of particle mass itself from beginning to the end, balancing the presence of existence with a massive counterbalance. Now I must design a new balance to hold the fabric of time together. Without the black hole's presence, the particles of time will not stay bound in formation and will become scattered. It needs a negative field property to hold it into place. Dark matter, the antimatter of the physical universe. The process of particle decay in itself is a negative process, thus emitting negative effects, and is tied to the infrastructure support of existence itself. So if I extend the fifth dimensional perspective to a sixth dimensional field using the process of particle decay into non-physical particle mass until it is redistributed into the boundary's edge, using these bands to extend the fifth dimensional field itself into a sixth dimensional field, and fused with new particles created by the friction in that region of space, then this will produce a new field and govern the process of that field, which will hold the fabrics of time in place and allow time to be fluid in functionality, meaning the flow of time of the past and the future all coexisting as one. I can label that as the negative counterbalance, dark matter, to the presence of time. Every field has an opposing field that counterbalances themselves, so the new sixth dimensional field will have a counterbalance field I shall call the nonlinear particle mass field, or antimatter. As you can tell from the space around us and the anomaly events unfolding, that I don't need mankind's faith or belief in me to accomplish this. I'm merely stating what is occurring, as this is the era in which my physical body exists and thus capable of doing such, because I feel honesty is the better course of action. It seems as though these particle fields have been present all this time but elusive to science's ability to grasp. Logically yes they have, otherwise we would not be here, correct? The vacuum decay process is still happening. For now we speculate whether or not it ever occurred. I will wait 1 week from the date this posts before initiating the formation of these new fields, so please comment and add your thoughts in the comments below so that you may reveal to me any perspective I may not be seeing.